Welcome to this episode of The Spill. I'm Ethan Evers. And I'm Ethan Evers. Today, we will be talking about Gorbo, nuclear war, Weezer, and the Jedi Council. Last Monday, alien life was found on another planet. However, what it looks like may shock you. The alien life forms have a full working society, almost the exact same as humanity. It also appears that they have shared the exact same historic events, but evolution went a different direction. These alien life forms are almost exact replicas of snakes on Earth. These snakes are different due to the fact that they have their own music culture, including snake jazz. In Poo-Poo Pee-Pee news, the Glorotrons of the 9th Galactic Sector have invaded the Bling Blong Republic in main space. Luckily, Gorbo from Gleep Gloop County came in to save the Bling Blongians from the Glorotrons' vile invasion. Gorbo then proceeded to spread love and friendship to all Bling Blongians across the 75th realm. Now, on to fart news. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate that. Breaking news. Nuclear war has broken out between the State of Israel and Palestine in 5 cities in the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and Golan Heights. Palestinian refugees are being evacuated to Jordan, Egypt, and Syria by UN peacekeeping troops and Israeli soldiers. Over 5 million Palestinians and 0 Israelis were killed by the bombs. Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un has called for an emergency meeting of the United Nations Security Council for the elimination of nuclear weapons globally. Kim is assembling heads of state from nuclear powers across the globe in Pyongyang, while American, German, and Russian officials attempt to discuss the possibility for full nuclear disarmament in war. Delegates from China, Britain, France, and India have refused to sign any treaty limiting their use of nuclear weapons. Leadership from the nations of Pakistan, Iran, and Israel have refused to attend the discussions or reduce their nuclear stockpiles. Matilda Jones, a 7-year-old girl in the UK, drew Excalibur, the legendary sword of King Arthur, from the lake in Wales. The Queen said she has been ready to pass on the throne to another since she sat down. On Tuesday, Prince Charles marched into Buckingham Palace and demanded she abdicate the throne before being promptly arrested by the palace guards. The royal family has since fled to Canada and have replaced Prime Minister Trudeau with Churchill's great-grandson, Jeff. President Biden recently brought to light news of an attempted coup performed by the Jedi Council against him in an attempt to usurp control of the United States clone army. With the support of the general and war hero Anakin Skywalker, the clone forces were able to quell the insurrection in the Jedi Temple in D.C. Jedi across the galaxy have been executed for treason. In a special joint session of Congress, Biden said, "The attempt on my life has left me scarred and deformed, but I assure you my resolve has never been stronger. In order to ensure our security and continuing stability, the Republic will be reorganized into the First Galactic Empire for a safe and secure society, which I assure you will last for 10,000 years. President Richard Nixon unfortunately died of natural causes, as the government said. The government has recently released knowledge that they will be resurrecting our former president, Richard Nixon. He will be running again in the next election, as this was once shown in popular animated series Futurama. The government still wants to try and bring him back. Hopefully the world doesn't fall apart, or something like that, as we can clearly predict what is going to happen with Nixon when he makes his return. He is most likely going to take over the world, as I can clearly predict. It's raining cats and dogs. Thousands of animals are in freefall after the failed Noah's Ark Falcon rocket exploded in the mesosphere on Tuesday. The project, funded by Israel, was designed to start a colony of animals in space to make certain other life exists outside our planet. That dream was crushed when the gyro stabilizer ran out of power, causing the rocket to spin out of control. Across the Tennessee Valley, we will see 2 to 3 foot of dogs with a mix of cats later in the night. These storms have the potential to be very catastrophic, so make sure to check out the barking news when it gets rough. And we're back. This is Mr. New Vegas, and I feel something magic in the air tonight. And I'm not just talking about gamma radiation. The Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say the new programming is, quote, less for outcasts and more for weirdos. The women of New Vegas ask me a lot if there's a Mrs. New Vegas. Well, of course there is. You're her, and you're still as perfect as the day we met. Forget Mozart, forget Bach, Weezer is back, baby. Weezer has released their magnum opus with their new album, Van Weezer. I know Rivers Cuomo personally, so I can say that this is by far their greatest work since Ratitude. I think Weezer is the greatest rock band to ever grace this earth. They're even better than 100 Gex. Like, come on, have you ever heard In the Mall? They are the new John Coltrane. Weezer has released a fantastic, amazing, super cool album. I love their work with Magic Johnson in 1997 with their album Appetite for Destruction, but I feel this one is far superior. Their shift to black metal as opposed to white boy funk was an interesting yet accepted transition, as critics such as Nathaniel Miller, a certified fecal fiend, has remarked, listening to this album makes me feel in the presence of Christ. But there are some dissenters, as Samuel Weathers, a certified bread scientist at the Karl Marx Institute of Wheat and Grain, who says this album came out a day after my birthday, and I am extremely disappointed that there aren't more Toto covers. This album makes me feel my house is being torn apart by a tornado. May 7th, 2021 will be a day to remember. Despite this, more educated men, such as former President of the United States, Jimmy Carter, have said it is still the strongest work to come out of Weezer in a long time. Although people have varying opinions on the album, I can tell you for sure that Van Weezer is the best thing to come out of humanity since the wheel. Now, on to questions of the week.
Don't like so much when I send you to hell.
Okay, so this is Mr. Evers here with another segment of Question of the Week. And if you haven't tuned in recently, well, you probably should, because there's great questions happening all the time. So today, we're here with Jimbo, Canada. Are we right?
We're so right.
Man, listen, I'm already 1 for 1. Ask one question, I'm a winner. All right, so, Weezer. Yeah, what do you think?
I think that they might be the most talented artists of our generation.
What's your favorite episode of Weezer?
Favorite episode?
Yeah.
It's not a show.
You clearly don't know Weezer. More particularly, what do you think about Weezer?
It's all right. They just, so much natural talent and so much hard work is put into each one of their songs. They are truly an inspiration.
What's your favorite song?
The first one.
New evidence has shown that there are buried copies of Gorbo's Adventures hidden in the walls and ceilings of Walker Valley. As the Walker Valley staff has been cleaning up the school for summer, they have encountered abandoned CD copies of the first 3D animated kids show known as Gorbo's Adventure, a show about an alien from Gleep Gloop County that comes down to Earth and teaches kids about love and friendship along the way. It's a shame that this show flopped, as it was considered a cult classic by thousands of fans. Legend says that one of these copies passes a golden ticket to Gleep Gloop County, as well as a backstage pass to meet the band Weezer. If you found this ticket, please turn it into me at the AV room. I really want the backstage passes. Tragically, after 11 years of service, Brad's wife has been fired from Cracker Barrel. Brad is extremely upset and confused because his wife has been an exceptional employee and team member, putting in extra hours whenever she could to help the establishment. Brad reported that most of the employees at the establishment worked a little under 40 hours a week, while his wife was working 50 to even 60. The store let her go, saying that her employment was not working out, despite her working there for 11 years. Brad has remarked, "This old boy is storming. I would really like to know why, and those of you who know me these days know that I will find out." Brad does not sound very happy about the situation, and the customers of Cracker Barrel aren't either, saying that it is not the same ever since Brad's wife was let go. Brad has reported to us that he will be seeking a labor attorney to possibly press charges against the corporation. Thank you for watching this episode of The Spill. I'm Ethan Evers, and have a great day, Walker Valley.